Alright, let's go speak to Grunda, and then maybe go back to Caed Nua. See what's going on with that visitor. That bad visitor, as they're calling it. Yeah, let's talk to Grunda about the Theorems we found. We just acquired, you know, naturally and didn't seal at all, you know?
Gods keep you.
Grunda glances down her spectacles. Ever inquisitive, I see. And Animats asked me to retrieve the Theorems at Pandgram from the Eylrt. Grinda's impressive frown deepens. Thank you for letting me know. I'll be sure to tuck that tome away from prying eyes. About that. Anyways, and see that this Nedvian never sets foot in here again. In the meantime, here, a token of appreciation. Defiance Bay, minor positive. That name, I need to look up how to say that name. I'm not sure if we're gonna see her again after this quest, though. Hannah says, this is what we wanted, to see her bud entirely. It seems a fear is some price to pay. And all those dang gold, the set of reach makes a tempting prize for any soul. Well, you know, those are the ways to learn things. What else do you need? Nothing? Oh, we leveled up too. Well, Maeva's reasoning is that basically she already has the Theorems and she wants to keep them. It's a bit selfish up to do so, but after seeing what Animacy has done and the dangers of it, she's gonna hold on to the Theorems for a while and find somebody. But let's think about giving them away, you know, like that. Yeah, we're level 5 now, I think? Let's head back to Caed Nua, though. This guy's been waiting in that fortress for, like, 5 days. Probably already, like, I don't know, trashed the place, or ate all the stuff out of her pantry or something. Hopefully we can get back there in time. 22 hours, yes. Okay, let's go see this bad visitor. Call to cut.
Looks a little healthier than before.
It does, doesn't it? One criminal by the name of Nyry, the Deft hand is alright. Okay. Let's go speak to that guy. Are we building anything right now? Let's build the Western Buck. Yeah, there we go. 3 days, huh? I know this feature is pretty infamous, but I really like the Stronghold, actually. I like mechanics like this. Let's go see what the guy wants. Alright. I bet a message from the Ducal Palace. Well, I have this guy to talk to right now. Named Nyry, begging your pardon, my lady, but I was hoping we could talk. Very well, let's hear it. You call all your allies together and motion for the petitioner to step forward. So maybe I got myself nicked here, and I have a few unsavory deeds. My name's on posters all over Defiance Bay now, but makes it harder to walk about freely if you get me. I like it, it's time for me to seek new horizons. That if I archipelago makes seem nice, then about I would say it. Only I could use some help leading there. Although I'm asking you to do this for free, mine, I picked up a couple of things from a fellow I know. Not much good to me if I'm caught. Can I help with you for such a moment? Is there something we can't do yet? Huh. Should you turn yourself in? Man. Maeva does want him to redeem himself, but that's the way to do it. I mean, if he only stole stuff, that's not nearly as bad as, like, killing somebody over stuff. Maeva's just gonna say, I cannot help you with this at the moment. What? Oh. It just resets the whole interaction, okay. We have to decide. You should turn yourself in, how dare you show up. We have no other options? That's really interesting, actually. Do we not have the money for it, perhaps? Let me see. Oh. Well, let's hear it again. I didn't know there was a way to just back out. We had no way to deal with him. You dare show your face in my keep, says Maeva. Oh, now, I didn't mean no offense. Heard you got talent for getting his done all. Guys, get this woman out of my keep. You should turn yourself in, says Maeva. You can't be serious, they'll hang me. I'll put in a good word for you. I'm sure you get a lenient sentence. It's better than living as an outlaw. See, does she want to kill this woman? I'll see if they give you a lenient sentence. It's better than living as an outlaw. Yeah, she's gonna be honest here. But, so I can just offer myself up? I hope they take mercy. Never mind. I'm not too keen on a step behind bars. Huh. I gained prestige. This trust bases, Maeva. Resolve 16. Yeah, alright. It's been hard trying to find a burrow to hide, and it might just be best to start over clean. Thank you for giving me an honest chance at it, I guess. And we handled that the way I think Maeva would have. Neat. I was really worried there for a second. Nobody did really hire. Nothing pending. Let's look at Maeva's stats. Honest 1. Disfavored honesty. Yeah, level 6. Oh, let's level up. Do we need high or low? Is there a reason to have high or low than 8? I may hold on to that a little bit. Let's increase stealth a little bit. Athletics. Yeah. Oh, we can get stuff. Untroubled faith. Negating reputation that negatively... Oh, it negates the negativity on the Holy Radiance. There's a lot here, though. Utility. Deep pockets. Quick slot. We don't really need that. Additional weapon slot. That could be useful, but... Fast runner. Not really useful in turn-based. Defensive. Unstoppable. Oh, that's pretty good. Anything against, like... Yeah, sick and stun. Defenses against... Is that good defense against the go? We can probably get this later, though. Untroubled Faith would be interesting. It adds a lot more stuff to the Holy Radiance. Oh, the Faithful Whale gained an accurate bonus of Quarterstaff and Rod and can cast a special wisdom of Ecumea's Dazzling Lights. See, there should be a way to sort whale stuff in here. There's a few things to do.
Looks a little healthier than before.
We can rest here as well. Well, let's get away. What's the bonuses we get here now? Oh, wrong area. There we go. Plus free perception is neat. Okay, let's do that. There we go. You wait to see Durance, his staff held in both of his hands before him. A flame figures at his top end, casting long shadows across his face as he stares in contemplation. So for all the light of the fire, your eyes can't focus on him. Perhaps it is awakening from sleep, a trick of the light, but he seems indistinct, blurred around the edges of everything except for that staff. The staff he seems to be studying its engravings as he watch the engraving glow thinly red, like through cracks and heat, swiftly as wood. The lines stream like molten metal, burning along the edges of the staff and then branch out in an intricate series of fiery veins, bunching thickly with his hands clutch the wood, pulsing as if a heartbeat. As you watch, the veins spiral into a dozen separate circles that spiral again until they are arranged in this circle of their own. You pulse, wait, and all is strangely silent, and then suddenly there's a great light from the fire, a rushing of air, a great flash, and you awaken again. You see Durance in the same place, still holding his staff, and it's solid, real. Doesn't seem to have noticed you, or reacted to what it could. Well, we have talking to do with Durance, huh? Oh, let's do it. next to the Eylrt over here. This dilapidated building. Alright, Durance, what do you have to say for yourself after that? What's going on with you? And what must you say now, Sister Durance? I want to ask you about what's going on there.
If doubts and curiosity plague you, you're skinning your knuckles on the wrong door.
I saw something strange. You were sitting by the fire, and I saw a great light from your staff.
Tell me what you saw.
It was a flash like an explosion, a rushing of air, incredibly bright.
It is the light of the Godhammer you saw.
The Godhammer?
It was a weapon of Deerwood's people, a symbol of their independence. It saved the Deerwood.
Durance, so do you make the Godhammer? But what do you know about it?
It brought the Saints' War to an end, knocked a god from his perch. There are few that would deny Eothas overstepped. The Godhammer reminded Eothas of it. You saw its light because I helped shape it, give it life, and release it into the world. Once seen, its glory is almost too bright to be believed, and too bright to be forgotten.
You helped build the Godhammer, Durance?
There were 12 of us. We fashioned the weapon, drafted plans for it, prayed for guidance at Ashfall, and it came to me there. Each of us were given a staff made from the forest of black trees around us, glowing with embers and fire far greater than this branch you see now. It felt as if the staff was Margaren's own finger, guiding my hand, guiding the other 11, the shadows of the 12 who had come to stand on the bridge to stop Eothas.
A dozen. I also saw a dozen bright circles emerging from your staff as well.
Even in that stand, there was a ritual to it. For the 12 that stood on the bridge, there were a dozen shadows cast, a dozen faithful of Margren, her fiercest supporters and shapers of the Godhammer.
Durance rests his staff in one plume, and a flame atop it curls from it, the light flaring slightly. It splits into a ring of flames, one after another, until a dozen is met.
As 12 held Eothas fast, we 12 unleashed our prayers and let the Godhammer fall.
Then it blossoms brightly once and resumes its candle intensity. In aftermath, the shadows seem sharper in the vicinity, as if they have edges in you blink to clear your vision. Durance is still staring at the tiny candle-like flame intently.
Shadows cast by the fire of the Godhammer, perhaps. And we shared their fate as well in time. Now the spine of the Deerwood is marked by the Godhammer, marked by Margren.
What do you mean shared their fate? I assume they died.
Not all deaths come with stilled breath and stilled heart, or other stilled passions beneath the waste. Some deaths come from silence. The connection we once shared with Margren, after the light of the Godhammer, it was not the same. It was as if we'd lost our senses, and sense of purpose as well. Instead of victory, being welcomed, there was silence, within and without. Not many can claim to have killed a god. It is less a heroic tale than you would think. And such a death, it changed our faith. All faiths, I expect. Doubt followed, and the world changed. I do not believe Margren was pleased by what we had done.
Why is that, Durance?
The world is broken, the wheel stilled. There is sickness in the world's heart. Perhaps the price of crossing a god. Crossing 2 gods. Even as Margren shaped our hands, perhaps we carried her will farther than was allowed. Just as Widewind did. Saint Widewind. Mortal arrogance to match mortal arrogance. Yet if the world had changed, then I sought to change with it. If I had forgotten some of Margren's teachings, I would find them again. I would make her see me again.
What did you do?
I remembered Margaret's teachings. How reminders on the flesh were more important than the death of a vessel. And I wondered if killing Eylrt, if that had simply set him free. Had it allowed him to escape his punishment and be taken on the wheel? Like a mortal? As I stepped from the now blessed Godhammer Bridge, I thought of Ashfall. I thought of the wall of black trees. Wondered if I needed to be burned to find myself again. That is Margaret at her heart. At least that is my hope. These are the doubts that befall me.
What happened when you returned to Ashfall, Durance?
The road to Ashfall is long. Gives one time to think. If you think long enough, you do not go home. I left without telling anyone, with only the robes I wore at Halgot, my staff, and my name, which is long buried.
You want us to find it?
Of my fellow 11 craftsmen, disciples, I know not what happened to them, if they suffered the same doubt as I did. But it was underserved. It was wrong. We had done all that Or had asked. Grab victory from defeat and...
He's been pretty harsh on her, so maybe he's gonna ask. On her, on Magman. Maybe he's gonna ask, he feels if God has betrayed you. I'll just state that.
There is something about being used and cast aside. Perhaps Widewen himself felt it. There at the end, when the hammer struck. To be the proof that your god is hollow as the vessel it inhabits. I tried to find purpose, and avoided all contact with other Magranic priests, did not seek the walls of Ashfall, and sought to make amends to my god through actions. I joined with the Purges for a time, and not long after came the first signs of the Hollowborn. So many crimes, trespasses, violations. The Salvation. Animancers were another sickness born of the Saints' War. A relapse of innovation, of desperation to heal what we had caused. All seemed worse than before the bridge, not better. And as years passed, the world became even worse still for the victory.
So he is part of the purge. He definitely killed a lot of people. And he thought that would redeem himself after all that. Maeva is not going to be very happy with this. She's not going to be clever about it either. You committed atrocities and your god has just shut you up for it. Exactly what you deserve. Well, it's interesting that a god would take a moral stance, but Maeva hasn't really known gods to do that. Not many of the gods do. They're really distant. Besides Whale. Whale tends to meddle a lot more than other gods at things. But as she knows, she has only really known what she has known all her life, the aimless, wandering life, after having to leave Idea after what happened. Yeah, Maeva's also not a fan of the poses, to put it mildly. Like, the rational one would be kind of like what my other character when I played this would have said, the more rational one. And Maeva's gonna be a bit more passionate. Sweat collects in the sooty creases of his forehead and runs down his ruddy cheek. It drips on the tip of his nose. His mouth moves, but his utterances make no sound. He is for once at a loss, feeling engaged. He quickly composes himself, wiping his forehead with the back of a dirty hand.
Worship the whims of some fickle bitch, and you'll never be more than dirt beneath her feet. Worship what she worships, on the other hand. Take her fire for your own, and her esteem comes on its own. Of course, by that time you no longer need it. Trial and transformation, sure as Durance taught.
Good person, huh? Durance glances at you and staring into your eyes gives you the feeling of peering over the edges of a great cliff.
You think to put the coals to my feet, but what's burned once will never burn again. These talks are your trial, Watcher. You cannot deflect the truth to one who has already been purified by it.
What happened at the bridge? We chose the bridge because we could control it. Durance's hands tighten at the top of his staff as if holding it by the neck. The place where we could choke Eylrt in his own footsteps, where we knew his feet would fall, a narrow neck of stone. But it was more than that. It was the spine of the deer wood, symbolic of his backbone, such symbols are important to the construction of a weapon. Any weapon. Durance's face hardened, his eyes burned, his eyebrows narrowing. I suspect Eylrt knew that as well, and so did the vessel in its arrogance. His hand tightened on the staff. He intended to walk upon the bridge as if walking on the back of the deer wood. We intended to burn him with the light of our faith and his. Fell on the bridge, fell in the shadow, and gave ourselves to it. Do you not wonder if Eylrt intended to die? It is pretty cruel to kill, like basically kill his host, Waidwen. But I wonder how much Waidwen and Eylrt really had a hand in this. Who says that the god did not see this coming and wanted this to happen? Gave yourself to it, asked Maeva.
We put much of ourselves into the Godhammer. Such a device is not simply a machine. There are elements of the spirit in it. Even Waidwen's spirit.
Waidwen? Why?
We all studied Waidwen. He was our enemy, and he had provided the flesh the god wore as a cloak. That flesh made him vulnerable. I knew what fields his hands had tilled, his family, what he had harvested, where he had been born. We sought to know him, what had led him to fight us.
I was sad about it. Well, Maeva can see why as opponent, but let's continue the dialogue. We have no adoption here.
You don't kill the god. You kill the man it inhabits. And you leave that man a ruin. Burn him to ash. The weapon was meant to not only burn his flesh, but it would burn his soul. And it did. At the cost of our own, and at the cost of our goddess's favor. That whore be damned.
That's why your image was blurred, then. Durance frowns, glances at you with a sharp look. Perhaps the eyes were blinded by the Godhammer's light watcher. He smirks. I may feel half a man at times, but even that is twice that of most of us. Okay.
If you fear for my spirit, your fears are baseless. The Godhammer, seeing its light, only fueled my anger and made me stronger. Made me re-examine the teachings of Margren. Put them in a new light.
But it looked as if there's only part of you, as if your spirit had been seared in half.
I do not need you to cast any more questions on me, Watcher. Nor did I ask you to look upon me without my leave. Get gone, and leave me be.
Very well. He's like, no, I'm strong enough to rip my own soul in half. Trust me, man. Alright, let's go back to Defiance Bay, maybe. There's some other stuff to do there. Let's head out. That's very interesting, though. We learned a lot. We also have this place unlocked, but we learned a lot about the Godhammer from his perspective. Yeah, and we learned it from Ylrt's perspective. I wonder if we're gonna learn more in perhaps Copperlane. Let's head out. Alright, let's visit the...
Did you and he get along?
We got along how brothers do. He used to throw water on me to wake me up in the morning. I used to fill his boots with stinging ants.
My own brothers and sisters are doing very well for themselves, back in Tekoa. I don't know that they'd search for me if I were killed so far from home.
Brothers can be funny. I bet you'd be surprised how far they'd go.
Oh. Oh, you still all out here, huh?
Hail, traveler!
Oh, alright, let's head out. I think the expedition falls past the market over here. Let's look over. around over here? Call for interested patrons. Yeah? What are you calling for? The Amos Den Expedition Hall poses competent for men and women for the profitable adventure of choosing. Interested parties are asked to seek a reunion with the Expedition Hall. Okay. That's where we're heading. Hey, this is a new person. The little woman bounces up and down our earbuds. Remember me? We met by Man Bridge. Who slaps you playfully on the shoulder. I almost said painfully. Thanks for helping me out back there. As promised, I'll give you the best prices in town. If it weren't for you, I'd still be broke. Show me your ways. Perhaps? My goodness. Rope and grappling hook. Do we already have one? We do. I'll just have to put quota stuff on Maeva to remember that. So you just have like traps and such? Wow. That's a lot of stuff. Oh, a plug? That's not quota stuff. Hey you, do you have anything for me? Are you selling a dagger made of mashed steel? Maeva asked Laura. Stands on the top of her toes and puts to a stall beneath the sails. You must be looking for Eylrt. See that tall Amara over there? He sells weaponry. Anything else I can do for you? Nothing. Hey. Nama, who are you? Are you selling one? Apologies, but I sell no weapons here, only fruits, vegetables, and meat. Would you be interested in any of those? Yeah. Yeah, food. What else food? Dragon meat? I want that, but it's so expensive. Hey. You need more reasonable people in Defiance Bay. Good luck with that, man. I wish you luck with reasonable people anywhere. Where is Eylrt? Oh, over here. Hey.
Greetings.
Oh yeah, do you have a quarterstaff, actually, of interest? Oh. Scepter. A blunderbuss. Rybar, do we have any of these? Yes, we do, okay. Good to know if we have to get new ones over there. Alright. So by enchantment... We don't have a quota stuff that's enchanted. What a shame. Head out. What's this area over here? Oh, marked by anything, that's weird. Let's go in. Well, loot that. And it's free.
Oh?
We love free stuff, don't we? Don't we? Go on. Langdon and Dirty Rick, but Daisy, Sleeve. Hey man. Right, everybody knows the plan. Up the wall and in the window, grab the drill for the pretty little lord. We got it. Listen, Dwarf, if I have to. Langdon, we have company. Hello? Dwarf eyes you suspiciously and hides his pistol behind his back. You looking for somebody because this isn't the best. Lying there around on the road. Idiot, they're probably the Crucible Knights. No? You made a mistake coming here. He raises his blade. Oh. Okay. You're making a mistake right now, man. Wait, I hope you know this. Oh, I can't see that one's health leaves. Weird. Like this guy, though.
Yes?
And down. And get this over here. There we go. Why do you have no health, though? Well, now you do. And interesting?
Yes?
Yes.
These are...
These one... Oh.
Let's
Yes. Finish!
And down. Alright.
Hey.
And fight. Last enemy here. And knock her down again. He got back up.
What?
And dead.
Here's a lesson.
Oh?
Well, interesting. some sort of heist going on here. Feed letter. A contract inside Raymount Mariner will leave a second story window ajar. He's confirmed the location of the heart of the White March in a hidden chamber. Get your crew together and head to Brackenbury before Lord Maymont moves the jewel. AD. Oh. Very interesting. This here. Yeah. And so, select everything.
Oh.
That's a 2-story job. A plot, huh? Long jagged tears slice across the garden scene, indicating. Aw. A few bedrolls spare tunics are bundled in the corner. Veneer. Money.
Oh.
Huh.
I'll have it in no time.
Lots of money in
Work
here.
of a moment.
Well, that's really fast. Good job, Eylrt. What's going on over here? Oh, a trap. Oh my goodness.
The
Who's
work
gonna
of a
be
moment.
detected that?
Yes.
I shall be discreet.
Yes. Very discreet. How's Durance now? Interesting.
Certainly.
Why would they have something about that here? Any other clues in here? Durance Row, okay. Muddy blueprints, the splashes of ale stained bed sheet. You know, it still looks like a pretty good place to be in. The thieves had a pretty good place going on here. A shame they had to die. They could have just talked to Maeva. Who knows, maybe would have helped them, you know? Let's head up. Let's see what trouble we can get ourselves into. Oh.
Is it very cold? What creatures wander the tundra? How are your leaders chosen?
Do you always ask this many questions?
Well, that's just to get us started. Let me get out some parchment for notes.
Ask whatever you want. If I don't know, I'll make something up.
You know, anthropologists have in the past definitely made a lot of stuff up themselves, but I wonder how much of it is like research and stuff, such make up their own stuff, you know? And I mean the people they speak to make up their own stuff when they don't have an answer. Probably a fair bit of that, huh? Anyways, as I was saying, let's see what trouble we can get ourselves into. Let's go to Brackenbury and maybe go into that building we saw.